Hi, everybody. I'm going to dive into Chunky as my Brotato character today, and this is going to hinge on a couple stats that are really important. So here's the deal starting out. The tag that you can rely upon the most when it comes to Chunky is the luck tag. And on top of that, you also have to contend with some modification increases and downsides as well. So first off, max HP modifications are increased by 25%, and there's a 1% damage that's for every 3 max HP you get. So basically, your damage stats in inflicting damage on your enemies builds with max HP, and you also have plus 3 HP recovered from consumables. So, needless to say, there is a lot of benefit in getting synergies or items that basically have speed as a downside that basically cancel out, a certain percentage of your speed, because speed and dodge, for the most part with dodge, are non-issues for Chunky. Basically, it doesn't matter how much speed is either decreased or how much you buy, because you'll end up with 0 every single time. So you can basically ignore speed and lifesteal as stats. And for the most part, HP regeneration and dodge also aren't going to affect you much, because 50% of what you buy is going to be canceled out. So you have certain synergies that you'll want to get from the start, and you also want to focus on a particular weapon class. I suggest going with primitive weapons to start out with. This involves the cacti club, as well as the rock and the stick. And part of the reason for this is that these particular weapons are basically, they play to the luck of this particular character, and they can be helpful for Chunky when it comes to max HP as well. So the primitive class overall increases your max HP, but also the speed reduction penalty that would come with the rock is also canceled out as well. Again, speed is basically, you could ignore it completely. So I would go over the cacti. I would choose, the cacti club or the stick or torch, and the rock as a secondary one. I would try to stick with just 3 of these to start out with, and focus on scaling up your luck and max HP as much as you can. So when it comes to items, think Lost Duck as one coveted item. You could also go for the propeller hat. These are low tier items, but keep in mind, as you begin to scale up more and more, you can focus on getting the lucky charm, another big bonus, the bowler hat, and if you're all the way up in tier 4, you can get the panda as well. So definitely some things to watch out for. And along with that, of course, you want to focus on armor. Armor is really the key that unlocks resilience with Chunky, because obviously dodge is also penalized heavily, so both of those you can't rely upon. But you can focus on just maxing out your max HP and also getting as much armor stats as you can as well. Because if you have a big boatload of max HP, that allows you to take lots of damage, and you also have plenty of armor that minimizes the damage you get as well. Those are basically your best friends when you can't dodge and you can't heal very quickly. So focus on those, focus on your luck, and along with that, here are some of the items that can give you a better chance at getting armor as well. So right from the get-go, you can buy the helmet, which gives you plus 1 point of armor and reduces your speed, but again, speed is a non-issue, so don't have to worry about that. Also plan on getting the weird food item is dodge again. Even though it reduces that, it's not an issue for the most part. And another cool one that you want to look out for is the snail as well, because that actually slows down your enemies. Even though it reduces your speed as well, you can have a slower horde coming towards you that allows you to have a longer cooldown with your weapons, but also allows you to deal heavier damage as well. And remember, go for those upgrades that scale up luck, max HP, armor, and along with that, of course, the melee damage that comes with those primitive weapons that you'll be relying upon. All right. Thanks, everybody. Let me know what your particular builds are and your suggestions in the comments. And until next time, peace.